some Axe or DK. They're gonna go with Tide instead. So it's more of the having this counter.
You want to get this power treads. Okay, there's a bit of a tri-lane.
First blood going on. Twin Gate, Chu and Aramis spotting Yamich here, hoping to, you know, maybe not let Chu go through the Twin Gate, and I think that's going to be the answer, is they'll go for the kill and get themselves at least the Rubik. Boundless Strike with the Tree Dance. No Primal Spring onto the low ground, but this is looking like it's going to be 3-0 early days for Secret. As Aramis is on the run, he could hope to get to Roche, but there's no chance that's happening.
Not in vicinity to be able to lift him, so you kind of had like good 10 seconds.
Now they're going for Aramis.
Blinked in.
Primal Spring, and there's the charge. They find themselves the Pugna. Really, on that level 1 Nether Blast isn't going to do anything to deter them. Damage might die, but he can come back to the lane pretty quickly, more than they've done already with a multitude of kills that they've gotten this bottom lane. They start to rotate both supports towards mid for both teams, really. Aramis gets bashed. Yamich, he's got the shield on him, but he's only level 2. The charge comes across. He's trying to go towards top. They've got the telekinesis. There's the Sonic Wave, but the Shackle Shot to follow it up. The Sinister Gaze and the Power Shot.
They'll
take that trade any day of the week. By quite a significant margin, too. Shackle connects. Chu in trouble. Chain Frost, that's going to bounce. Goes over once to each hero as they get the kill there on the Chu. So they'll head up towards, or head down towards bottom. And Puppy, Chrysalis, sitting under the tower by this camp and farming while hiding. And turning into a tree upon a tree.
He jumped in.
Charge is coming through. They've got the Wukongs. Boundless Strike lands onto 2. The charge is going to come into the BZM. Oh, he gets stopped with a Ravage from Boom while he's still in the circle. They take out the Queen of Pain. They look over at the Doom. They land the Shackle Shot, Power Shot combo. It's over the cliff. Boundless Strike onto 2. Now stealing the Boundless Strike. Chu, telekinesis looking at a Boundless Strike on top of them.
Doesn't get the rune.
Not going to get that haste, which pick up for Yamich is pretty great. They're going to find themselves DM again. They'll go to the Wukongs. They're not afraid to just drop down the circle and get the kills.
Magic resistance on top of it. Right, blinking in.
Chu in trouble, and they're going to get the Frost Shield steal, but you're dead to rights, and Armel, who's picked up this Rod of Atos.
And also a little bit of extra damage, gives you the tankiness. Chu again.
Chu again, yeah. They have found him just a little bit too far out, and that's pretty much too far out for OG at the moment. Chrysalis coming in. They'll have the charge eventually land. Ooh, Yamich stopping that. And now they hit both the Queen of Pain and the Magnus.
Sounds good, but let's see.
Alright, it's just on the Queen of Pain. They'll get BZM. They'll be forced to use the Ravage.
To use it to get a kill. And they understand that locking down BZM, who is now the lowest net worth core. Another charge from Yamich.
Yeah, onto Aramis. Staying a little bit too close to where that fight had just...
And we all know what Doom can do if he's left alone. Crimson is now available. Great item pickup against Monkey and Windranger.
There's the Spear back. Boom. Now dealing with some aggression. He does get that mech to pop. They have some control on the DM. They'll go to the Anchor Smash. Chain Frost not going to bounce around. The Doom's going to be used on the Tide Hunter. They've got Yamich kind of soloed out. Life Drain on a DM, keeping him alive. Yamich is going to be the first one to fall inside this engagement. And now the blink forward from BZM going after Puppy. Puppy, Frost Blast stolen. That's a level 2 Frost Blast on Chu. So we'll turn that, throw that onto the Lich. Now they've got the Gleipnir.
There's the RP.
Down to BZM. They'll go to the RP. It's going to be onto Chrysalis as well as Boom. And Secret, these heroes starting to chip down quite low, but the Boundless Strike on the DM. They get the kill on a Boom. They'll take out Chrysalis. This is going horribly for Secret. They finally get the kill on a DM, but they'll get the skewer on Armel. He's trying to run the Life Drain on him. Full team wipe for OG. Secret's lead gone.
Up for good RP on Magnus, and then you're not going to be afraid of counter initiation, of course.
Sword Crest on Puppy, and they've got the Gleipnir. They'll control up Aramis, who throws out another strike with Shackle Shot landing for a long time. Charge eventually lands, and they'll get that kill onto this Pugna.
There's one team pretty much, but should be a good one.
Chrysalis, by the way, looking at Nullifier, and I'll ask you about that after this fight. Doom used on Boom, trying to run Boundless Strike onto 3, so still walking away, gets into the trees, avoids the Queen of Pain, Sonic Wave thrown out, but the circle's still gonna stick, so that splits the team up. They'll end up stealing the charge. Charge hits onto BZM, Nether Strike going through, and they'll look for the control and get the kill into BZM. The RP's used, the Ravage comes out after the Doom is over, and now the Chain Frost, it's not going to bounce anywhere, but they've got themselves the Sinister Gaze with BKB being popped by Yuragi. They'll start to run. Glavier thrown over on the Doom as they're trying to change the targets, but the BKB comes out a little bit late from DM, now trying to TP with his own BKB. They go from BKB target to now non-BKB targets. Fine into anything. Smoke. Looking over. Whoop. Boom. Able to blink away. But they have caught themselves Puppy. Probably not the one they want to catch. They'll throw it to Gush, and now the Chain Frost, the Ravage coming in. They still get the kill on a Puppy. He's still alive. Chu dies. Puppy finally gone. It's a 1-for-1 with the Wukong's command. They'll go to the Doom. It's going to be onto the Wind Ranger. Boundless Strike lands on a DM, and now they've got the RP. Big RP from Yuragi. BZM coming in with a Sonic Wave. Is the damage there? Yes, it is. They get the kill on Armel. They'll take out the Wind Ranger. They'll use that Harpoon. They'll go after Yuragi and take out the Magnus. But now, with the buyback used by Puppy, he's back into the fight thanks to the outpost that's right next to where they're skirmishing, and they're looking over at BZM. Nullfire on him, and just blinking away. Aramis may not be so fortunate, but they're still focusing their attention onto BZM, and they will use those Tendrils of the Deep to throw him up into the air and get the kill out of the Queen of Pain, leaving just this Pugna alive.
Though he gets skewered, he does have buyback and he does have outpost to TP2, so kind of baiting them and getting a really good Chain Frost off. Gets Pavis, gets Solar Crest, pops the drum before he dies, and now off to a high ground without RP, without Doom, without these heroes being alive. Should be a set of barracks, and Yamich, he's in. Use Nether Strike.
Pushing them away while pushing them away, all of a sudden they're dead with that Ags upgraded Gush. Now he's going into the Octarine Core. Speaking of Ags, that is also picked up by the Spirit Breaker, who's still holding onto a Blood Grenade.
Radiant are scanning.
Interesting.
That's a good way of slowing them down in a team fight. I mean, this item is always going to be
BZM blinking in, RP over to the side. It's going to be on Armel as well as Puppy. They get the kill into BZM. They've lost this Queen of Pain. They'll get the kill into Puppy with Chain Frost bouncing around. It's going to go to the high ground over to the neutral camp and fire back over onto the Rubik. They've got the kill on Yuragi while they use that focus fire and take out another. The power shot from a distance. Boom, getting the kill there on the Chu, though, with a Gush.
Ooh, they were just fighting into Monkey King with double damage. Like, you get proc from Echo Saber, Defiant Shell, someone attacks you, you attack him back, suddenly you have Jingu Mastery stack in a second. Block, plus Solar Crest as well. Too. Yeah.
Sheesh. DM? Linking in, pops the Lincolns, gets that Doom off, and the RP onto 2 and the Sonic Wave. A little wombo combo there for OG. Take out 2 heroes on the side of Secret who don't have buyback. They find themselves the break on Boom, and he'll go and explode.
About it. Damage, picking up some Lotuses. That's going to be 3 for now. Oh, he's getting scouted.
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue, and they're going to find him. But Yule's up into the air. Yamich going to the charge. They've got the telekinesis. Now the Chain Frost coming around, goes over to a creep, bouncing to the back lines. Aramis and Chu are kind of getting beat up by this Chain Frost. They still can't get the kill on the Yamich yet, and they're using the Doom onto the Spirit Breaker. Charge, not going to go all the way through from this Rubik, but now you've got the focus fire on a DM. With the BKB, it's not going to matter. They get the kill there onto the Doom, and now look towards the rest. Drills of the Deep, that will knock Chu up into the air. The power shot, one more shot needed to get the kill here onto Chu as he's charging away. But Armel, can he land a power shot? Just a little bit. Oh! The charge coming in from Yamich, he's so much faster. Oh, he got to the back of Chu and he got hit.
He was faster, but that was not a good thing. Like,
proper positioning. We see a lot of teams take advantage of the high ground of the Twin Gate, and Yuragi's actually going to be over there. They go to the Boundless Strike. They've got the Ravage to follow it up. Can they get the damage with the Tendrils of the Deep? Yes, they can. Yuragi quickly dispatched from the fight. He's got buyback, but he doesn't really have a place to TP into. They get the kill into Chu. They'll take it a second. BZM trying to run. Spirit Vessel reapplied with a blink away from the Queen of Pain. They've got the Gush. They'll have the charge. They'll find themselves right on Aramis. There's the Shackle Shot connection to the tree behind them, and they'll get themselves a third and look for more, but the side of OG that's alive have made an escape. He doesn't even pack anything before he moves. He just goes. Uh-oh. Puppy? I say uh-oh, but Lincoln's is off. The charge is coming in. BZM, on the end of the TP. Chain Frost, Ice Fire, Gush, and a blink away. But But the Spirit Vessel and the Chain Frost still following. Tendrils of the Deep up in the air. Sonic Wave never happening. And open up another spot. Like, Damage has so much gold here.
He's gonna eat Aghanim Scepter, has greater healing Lotus.
Wolves up into the air, telekinesis, Sonic Wave, planar pocket, not in time. Yamage is gonna die, and now he's got buyback, but
picked up on that level 20, but Iragi just getting it for himself.
I guess they still can fight. They could always just buy back
only on one.
The RP, and now look at the damage come through into Iragi. They'll use the Ravage. They'll focus their attention on the Chew. Get the Boundless Strike, get the kill with DM in their grasp, and all three heroes die. Buyback was committed by Yamage, but he wasn't even needed in that fight too much. They were already there. Oh, no.
Ravage still available if he wants to pop Refresher Shard. Tendrils of the Deep. Boom. Having a blast of a game.
Boundless Strike. Tendrils of the Deep's gonna miss. And Stolen Boundless Strike stops the charge, but they go to the Gush. They'll look over at Puppey. Puppey's going to get the Chain Frost off before he dies.
Back to Iragi.
Where they'll go now for Crystallis. Take the Aegis out of his hands. Blink to the backlines. BZM trying to do what he can to deter the side of Team Secret from coming back in. They go to the BKB from Crystallis, and now they're going to buy back on Puppey. But they've got the damage on Iragi. They get the kill onto the Magnus. Looking over at DM with the Gleipnir laid down onto the Doom. They'll take out a second. They use Doom onto Crystallis, but it's not really looking like it's going to matter all too much. But Shadow Strike, blinking, charge coming through all the way across to Aramis. That's bumping up BZM into the air with the Tendrils of the Deep. They've got themselves the Ice Fire down in the middle of the fight as Gush thrown on a Chew. Sonic Wave doing some damage. Boom getting low, but he's not going to die. They get the kill on the Chew. He doesn't have buyback. Now the Shackle shot connected. They've got themselves Aramis. They should be able to kill off this Queen of Pain. They'll buy back on Aramis. They'll take out BZM. A full team wipe for the side of Team Secret. As that should be all they've written in this first game, unless we need an epilogue.
Yeah, and they call it. I mean, they had some moments of brilliance on side of OG, but I feel like the difference that came from two supports on side of Secret just made one hell lot of a difference. Puppey with some really nice Chain Frost and a
Maybach music. Can anybody out there